Welcome back to ROI Live in 5. I am with Lindsay again, and we know the holidays are coming right now. And so, what we wanted to do is give you guys just a little bit of strategy around the holiday season. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and Christmas and some of the holidays. So, Lindsay, how do you connect with your people? How do you connect with your clients, your sphere, without being annoying? I've gotten some of those Thanksgiving messages, from random people. How do you do that in a strategic way?
Yeah. So, the goal today is to talk to all business owners because we do think that a simple Thanksgiving message is a really good one to utilize, you know, well, to say hello, right? Just to poke at your customers, I guess, but in a nice way, right? And it's not going to be what our new younger generation says cringy. And
Right.
so the whole
No cringe.
goal is, yeah, no cringe. But the whole goal is to, bring something to them that make sure that they know that one, we're thankful for them. Two, if it's, it's a business opportunity, so we could offer something because we're thankful for them, right? And then three, make sure that we leave them with a warm, good feeling in the closing so that maybe they think about us as we go into 2026, right?
Absolutely. So how does it work? How do you do this?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's key elements. The first thing is personalization. So a lot of people will send out like a mass text or a mass email. It just doesn't feel great to me unless your offering is really great, right? And so, Steve, like you and I sent out years ago now, probably close to 10 years for Ciprani Consulting, we sent out an email that said, "Hey, we're so thankful for all of our past clients. You people are the people that have helped us build this company, and your referrals have sparked a company that was beyond our wildest dreams, right?" And we said, because of that, we're going to lock all of you guys into this, rate that we've got. Doesn't matter what happens in the future. We want to lock you in as a thank you, right? And so we
Yeah.
did that years ago, and we've continued to uphold those lower rates for those people. It was seen as a really great gesture, and obviously I sent it through email. That is just who I tend to be, and so I felt like that was the right way to communicate in that moment. And then we said save this email if you ever need to hire again. Like, we want to make sure that we do it for this rate, and so on. And so, but the message was good because we were thankful for them, what they've helped us build, right? And then we pushed into the value offering, which was a lifetime value offering to those people. And so personalization, important, clear appreciation. So obviously, you've got to state that we're thankful for them and what they've done for our businesses. Clear gift details. If we're going to give a gift, right? Like we did, that needs to be very clearly explained. A warm closing, happy Thanksgiving, or have a happy holiday season if we're just going to blanket it for all of that. And then a call to action, here's a link to the site, or, save this email for if you want to get the discount, and so on.
Yeah. I love what you said about personalization. I think another thing I would add, I mean, we have a lot of relationships with different business owners and industries. One of the things I least like, I'll just say, is like if I get a message from somebody on my birthday, don't make it about you. I mean, that would be just another
Yeah.
thing. Like if we're talking about personalization, make it about the person, make it about what's going on in their lives. There's nothing wrong with connecting to your business, but I think that would just be another thing. Like, I get messages sometimes and they're like asking me to do something on my birthday. I'm like, this just feels weird. When
Yeah.
do you think this kind of message goes out best? Like, I'm guessing you're not thinking, hey, send this out on Thanksgiving. What does the timing look like for what's best,
Yeah.
would you say?
As we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, I am thankful for you, right? Like, so right before, I believe, I'm counting my blessings, and you're one of them. Right afterwards is fine too, but in my experience, I think leading up to it is really important. And Steve, you said something really important, right? Like, we don't want to make it about us unless there is a value to be had.
Right.
So again, you could just send a Thanksgiving, message that says, "I'm thankful for you. Thanks for continuing to support my business, and thank you for sending, referrals our way."
Right.
Obviously you want to send that to people that have given you referrals or people that you know would give you referrals or have, years in the past or whatever. And so just remember kind of your audience, I guess. It's okay to just say I'm thankful and know that there's probably an ROI that's coming back to you just from, touching base, right?
Right. Yeah, and I think too, there are built-in things that are more business related, right? We have Black Friday, we have Small Business Saturday. Tap into one of those things. I think that it would feel more appropriate culturally is when we kind of do these
Yeah.
things. So that's another easy way to just tie into what's going on. Don't do it on the day of someone's birthday or the day of a holiday. It's just going to be seen as spam or it'll irritate some.
Yes.
What else?
I'll leave, yeah. I'll leave them with this. Like it sometimes it's not an email, sometimes it's a text, sometimes it's a phone call, sometimes it's video on your social media. Our favorite attorney in the area here sends us a card, a greeting card. Every single year, it's handwritten and it's just about being thankful for, our business. And I always appreciate, you know, attorney Michael Nassif will give him a call out, but I appreciate his Thanksgiving card, and I know it comes every single
Right.
year. And it's just a really solid way of thanking us for our business, right?
Yeah. The last
Yep,
question, I think you've already
yep.
started answering it. It definitely can be seen as a great retention tool of client relationships. But what is the expected ROI that you get from something like this? It's going to protect your relationship, certainly. But any other thoughts on what you can expect or any stories you could share of what you've seen?
Yeah, I think it's a 3 times ROI here at least. I have every time I reach out and tell people I'm thankful for them or hey, I just have a ton of gratitude for you. In fact, I got a gratitude call yesterday from one of my favorite people, Jeremy Bowers, just because we had helped him with something, one of his friends. And, those things are so important. And I really do believe that you see a huge ROI because you're just getting in front of the people again, right?
Yeah.
Um, but not only that, you're thanking them for for something that you're teaching them to do in your business, right? So like I always say we're training or teaching people how to give us referrals, right? That sounds really ridiculous and weird, but it is the truth. If you stay in front of somebody, the chances of them remembering like, oh, Lindsay's a real estate agent. I'm going to send business to her. Oh, Lindsay, they hire. Oh my gosh, you have to call them. See, they might
You're
be able to
right.
help. Like that's so important in just touching base and saying hi and staying the course there. So at least 3 times, if not more. And you wouldn't believe how many times I've sent something out where somebody comes back and, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. I have to introduce you to my friend.
Hmm.
And boom, if you've got one client out of it, that's life changing, right? So Thanksgiving texts and calls and check-ins for the win.
Yeah. I love it. Love it. It's not transactional, it's intentional, it's relationship based. So that makes a lot of sense. Awesome. Anything
Awesome.
else, Linz, before we hop off today?
That's it.
All
Have a
right.
great day. Contact us if you want specific messaging. We can give that to you.
Yep. All right.